All right, Miss Woman's class, we're going to be doing topic 8.3, and this is 6 and 7 as factors. Words to know are multiplication sentence, which we know that is just our multiplication problem. They have band and counter. The band is showing you an array. How can you break apart arrays to multiply? Think about this question during the lesson, and we've been talking about this all day when we broke up our 3s and our 4s. So we're going to be breaking apart 6s and 7s today. So we use the 2's facts you already know to help us multiply the 3's and the 4's facts. So I want you to think about an example. So an example might be 4 times 7 is actually 2 times 7 plus 2 times 7, which is equal to 14 plus 14, which equals 28. And here they showed how they broke it up. So they started with the 4 times 7. They broke it up into 2 times 7 plus 2 times 7. The product of this is 14. The product of this is 14. Adding those together equals 28. So 4 times 7 is 28. The musicians in the band march in 6 equal rows. There are 8 musicians in each row. How many musicians are in the band? So, we have 6 rows of 8. What operation are we going to use to find the total number in this array? We're going to use multiplication to find the total number in this array. So, what fact do you need to find in the problem? We need to find 6 times 8. Which facts do we already know that can help us find facts for 6 and for 8? Well, we know the 2's and 5's facts, so we can figure out most of the other facts. If we use 5 facts and a 1's fact to help multiply by 6, that's going to probably be our easiest way to break it up. As you can see, there are 5 rows of 8 here and 1 row of 8 here. But when we add our 5 and our 1 together, it's still going to equal our 6. So there are still 6 rows of 8, but we've broken it up into a 5's fact and a 1's fact. So 5 times 8 will help us find part of the answer to 6 times 8. 1 times 8 will be the other part. So when we add 5 times 8 and 1 plus 8 together, that's going to give us our total for 6 times 8. So they have made an array for each multiplication sentence. This is 5 rows of 8, and this is 1 row of 8. When we add them together, that'll be our total of 6 rows of 8. So 5 times 8 is 40. We know that by counting our 5's. 5's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5 rows of 8, and 1 times 8 is going to be 8. 48. So, what we have to do now to find the total product is add these together. 40 plus 8 is 48. So, 6 times 8 is going to give us 48. All they did was break it apart into 5 and a 1. The band has a total of 48 musicians. So, that is one way to break apart our 6's. Another example. Let's look at this. It's kind of going slow. To find 7 times 8. I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay. For 7 times 8, all they did was break it up into, let me see if I can, it's kind of hard to see. Do that. They broke it up into a 5's fact and a 2's fact. Still very simple. The original problem is 7 times 8, so they broke it up into 5 times 8 and a 2 times 8, because when we put this all together, it equals 7. So this shows you the steps that they did. 5 times 8 equals 40, and 2 times 8 equals 16. They're going to add 40 plus 16 together. Sorry. Move it down a little bit. 40 plus 16 to give us a total of 56. So 7 times 8 is 56. This is the way I want you to break up your 7's, with 5's facts and 2's facts, and break up your 6's with a 5's fact and a 1's fact. What I'm going to give you now is a set of problems that I would like for you to do on a sheet of notebook paper to bring in tomorrow during math workshop. What I want you to show me is your array, how you broke it up into the two different facts, your multiplication problem, and your product. So here are your problems. Number 1, 6 times 10. Don't forget that we break up our 6 into, let's see if I can do this, a 5's fact and a 1's fact. Don't forget, 5 plus 1 still equals 6, but I want you to show me the two arrays, a 5's fact and a 1's fact. So in this problem, it would be 5 times 10 and 1 times 10. Then you would add those together to get your total product. Let me give my... Number 2, 7 times 6. Now, as you notice, you could break up either one of these. You could break up your 7 into a 5's fact and a 2's fact, or you could break up your 6 into a 5's fact and a 1's fact. You choose. You just need to show me which one you chose, your multiplication problem, and your answer. Number 3 is 12 times 6. Number 4 is 11 times 7. And number 5 is 4 times 7. Those are your 5 problems. I look forward to seeing your answers, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in Math Workshop.